Footballers is on the air. Footballers is on the air.
Footballers is on the air.
Hello and welcome to week 4 of Footballers Losing Money with Mark Out Moments.
Hey, I went 3 and 2
last week real quick.
I
came crashing back to earth last week with 1 and 5.
Yeah. Pondwater Dave sucks so bad. He went 1 and 5 last week.
And I didn't. I mean, it wasn't like
I did too. I mean,
but they were all close.
Timmy C went 2 and 4.
woo!
TJ Steppins went 2 and 4.
That was week before.
And Dolla Bill Dave went 0 and 5.
Whoa. Dang!
0 and 5. Right? We 6 picks. How'd you go 0 and 5?
Well, it was a push for NC State Wake Forest.
So 5 and 1.
Yeah, 5 and 1. So,
So many of mine were just by half a point or something. It was pissing me off.
Mine were not.
So let's talk this real quick. We'll start with Dolla Bill Dave because I already have my notes. Started off with a push. NC State -7 at Wake Forest. NC State was down 24-14 at halftime. Not looking good. They came back to win 34-27, won by 7. Game 2, I traveled to the Big Ten. Oregon -27.5 at Northwestern. Oregon wins 34-14. They won by 20. Northwestern scored 2 touchdowns in the last 5 minutes of that football game. It was 34-0.
The mistake by the lake.
USF at Miami. I had under 57.5. USF 12, Miami 49 for a grand total of 61 points. Miami scored a touchdown with 2 minutes left. Arkansas at Ole Miss had Ole Miss -7. Ole Miss wins 41-35 by 6. Boston
That one got me too.
Boston College at Stanford. Boston College -12.5.
Stanford won.
Beat. Stanford won a midnight game over there in California, 30-20. I didn't think Stanford was going to win any this year. And then the game of the week, college game day, Georgia at Tennessee. I took under 49.5. Both teams about passed that themselves. Georgia won 44-41. Good God.
I recovered that one, though. As soon as Tennessee missed that kick, I went in and dropped about $50 on Georgia to win.
When it comes to Stanford, as my dad told me once, the sun shines on every dog's ass once in a while.
All right, here we go. Timmy C last week. Like I said, he went 2 and 4. He started the week with a hit. Oklahoma -21.5 at Temple. Oklahoma wins by 39 by the score 42-3. Game 2, he went homer. Ohio at Ohio State. Ohio State -30.5.
Terrible.
Ohio State wins by 28, 37-9. He nailed it. Saved by the last-minute touchdown. USF at Miami over 57.5. It was 61 total points for that game, 49-12. Way to go, Timmy.
I was sweating that one. By the way, that was just Cristobal running the score up because there was no reason they needed that touchdown.
He ran it, yeah.
And then I was like, yeah.
Timmy also took Oregon -27.5 at Northwestern. Like I said, it was 34-0 with 5 minutes left to go in that game. 34-14, your final score. Timmy had a big whiff. South Alabama at Auburn. Auburn -24.5. Auburn wins that game 31-15. They only win by 16. Not even close. Not even close.
Auburn's
and
terrible.
Timmy, like Dolla Bill Dave, also took Georgia at Tennessee under 49.5, and that game was 85.
But I saved it. I told you I saved it.
He saved it later in the day. On to Pondwater Dave. He started off horrendous. Texas A&M at Notre Dame. He took Notre Dame -6.5.
Notre Dame's not good this year.
Texas A&M 41, Notre Dame 40, all off a botched snap. Can you believe that?
Hey, but I said that I like Texas A&M and I hate Notre Dame. So at least if I picked Notre Dame and they lost.
Hold on, we have a question. Is NC UCF a safe? I don't know what that means.
Yes, it is. UCF is going to crush North Carolina. Yes, North Carolina has a terrible defense. Take the over.
Bill Belichick.
Timmy, FYI, Iowa just scored. It's now 21-21.
God, I've dipped in to save that one too.
You
I
bet.
think
you
they're
bet
gonna boat run them in the second half.
Back on to
Stop Rutgers yet.
Dave. Pondwater took. Okay, here we go. Timmy C took Ohio State minus 30.5 at home against Ohio. Pondwater took it at minus 34.5 and said it doesn't matter, they'll win by 50.
He was wrong.
By 28.
I was wrong.
Pondwater also missed Colorado +5 at Houston. Houston wins 36-20. Then Pondwater nailed his favorite team in the world, LSU, minus 8.5 at Florida. Amy, I think the best game to watch tomorrow will be Oklahoma and Michigan. Or excuse me, Michigan
Auburn,
and Nebraska.
Oklahoma and Auburn.
I think Oklahoma
Michigan
and
and
Auburn will be the best game to watch.
Well, Oklahoma and Auburn's going to be good. Michigan, Nebraska should be good as well.
I mean, if you want to see offense,
and I'm glad you brought that up. I want to take a second. I really like Coach Rule, and there was a tape that leaked of him at halftime telling his team,
It's not a sex tape, is it?
if y'all are done, then y'all just go on to the house. But if you're not, then you stay here and we're going to go out there and we're going to keep going. I'm not pulling the starters because they haven't quit yet. And as long as they keep trying, we're going to keep going. Something to that effect. And I love a coach like that. That's Jimmy Johnson. That's how Jimmy Johnson was. As long as they're trying, you keep the hammer down.
yeah, back when
That's what I told my 8U softball team. If you ain't here to win, get the hell off my field.
Okay.
All right. So Pondwater took LSU minus 8.5 at home against Florida. We all watched DJ Lagway throw 5 interceptions, and Florida looked just completely inept on offense. LSU wins 20-10. Pondwater nailed it. He also took Ole Miss minus 7 at home against Arkansas. Like I said, Ole Miss won 41-35. And Pondwater with a whiff at the end by half a point. Georgia minus 3.5 at Tennessee. Could have used a touchdown.
Right.
You hear about the two guys that were on death row? One was from Georgia, one was from Tennessee. And they asked the warden had asked them if they had any final requests. And the guy from Tennessee said, "Yeah, I'd like to hear Rocky Top while I'm being executed." And the guy from Georgia asked if he could go first.
I mean, it is a dumb song. I'll give you that.
To be fair, it looked like Tennessee had their number until they didn't.
Yep. All right. On to TJ. I feel like this was cheating. TJ went Indiana State at Indiana. He took the over 60.5. Indiana won 73-0.
I said they might do it by themselves. I did say that.
Yeah.
But it was in the
They
text.
did. They did it by themselves.
Yeah. He took Central Michigan at Michigan. Michigan minus 27.5. Michigan won that game by 63-3. And then he went on. I was watching this. I'm like, holy shit, is TJ going to be the one?
Nope.
No. Wisconsin plus 21 at Alabama. Alabama wins 38-14. That's 24 points. Oregon at Northwestern. Here's where it sucks. Oregon at Northwestern over 48.5. Final score 34-14.
48. Right in the dick, right there.
Hey, by the way, Vegas kind of knows what they're doing.
Hey, I got a
they don't
gambling
build those big
question
ass
though.
casinos because they lose.
When you like the game that you had to push on, you would have got your money back, right?
Just your stake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then USC Southern Cal minus 20.5 at Purdue. Final score 33-17. USC do not cover. That's 16 points.
Purdue's
And
better this year.
He also took Georgia minus 3.5 at Tennessee. Georgia wins by 3. It was a rough week for all the boys here at Markout Moments.
2 bets.
Make sure you like and subscribe us here on markoutmoments.net, our YouTube channel. Now let's get into week 4.
Speaking of rough weeks, I'll start it off. I'm already 0-1.
I was feeling way too cocky because I'd had 2 really good weeks, and then all of a sudden it's just like in my best Iron Sheik impression, the football gods
We
broke my back and made me humble.
Yeah, they humbled you. Yeah, you don't have to say the rest.
I didn't. I cleaned it up, man.
No, I said you could. I just said you don't have to. We get it.
So
I humble you.
my first game of the
when you
week
need him to
is
do his Iron Sheik
literally
voice.
in the second quarter now. I bet the Iowa under. Apparently in 2025, that doesn't check out. It's under
What was it?
45.5. It is now 21-21. Iowa
And
versus Rutgers.
And Rutgers is driving. They're at the
With
50.
8 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Ouch.
So I have hedged that bet. I think Rutgers is going to boat race them in the second half. I bet Rutgers minus, I believe, 6.5.
There you go. All right, Pondwater, your first game of the week, college football.
Let's start out with what I feel is going to be the lock of the week. If Dave Hancock is watching with his new BetMGM app.
So would that be the hand on your cock lock?
It's the cock lock.
I'll give our good friend Dave Hancock a sure lock. Number 20 Vanderbilt at home against Georgia State. This feels like a lock. Vandy's going to steamroll them. I'm taking Vandy minus 27.5.
What world are we in where Vanderbilt is favored by somebody?
When you said number 20
27.5?
Vanderbilt, I about shit myself.
I know. When I wrote it down on there, I was like, this can't be real life.
They dog piss out of South Carolina last week. Granted, they knocked South Carolina's quarterback out in the first quarter.
We need to make Pondwater's cock lock of the week a thing.
Yep, Pondwater's cock lock of the week.
That
That's
needs
so we need a rooster that comes out, and we have to hit something, and it pops up on the screen. Dave, cock lock of the week. Pondwater's cock lock of the week.
Like pressure lock.
Get to creating on
rooster.
ChatGPT or Grok or whatever you do it. All right, TJ, your first college game of the week.
Well, we just talked about this a little bit ago. Wisconsin, not good at football this year. Also, Maryland has not been good in about 30 years. So I've got Maryland at Wisconsin. Give me the under on that game, 44.5. It's going to be like watching two teams fight for bottom.
Oh, bottom.
You should not be able. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Did Iowa just score again?
No. Iowa just tackled a guy that was getting ready to catch a football because Rutgers just keeps going, hey, 60-yard bomb. That'll be fun. And I was just like, we don't do that, so we're going to tackle you.
Since none of you guys want to talk ACC football, let's go to the ACC. Nothing screams Atlantic
I got
Coast
ACC.
like Texas.
I'm the Big Ten guy.
Timmy did Iowa, Rutgers, Maryland, Wisconsin, Georgia State, Vanderbilt. That is not ACC.
I agree.
Because it wasn't our first game.
Well, I'm starting with the ACC, the Atlantic Coast of Texas. Is that a thing?
Yes.
Anyway, SMU is traveling to TCU.
Which one of them's the ACC?
Mustangs
Is that SMU?
and the Horned Frogs. Horned Frogs are favored by 7. At home, I'm taking TCU. They beat them by at least 10. It's a Horned Frog lock of the week.
It's a horny frog
I
log of
don't
the
like
week.
that. I don't like either one.
Horny toad, if you will.
If you will. All
Timmy,
right,
it's my turn.
Timmy C, game 2 of the week for you, brother.
I'm going to make you real happy because I'm going to stay in the ACC. Florida State hosting Kent State. Florida State is a 45.5-point favorite. Norvell, with 10 L's in his name, loves to run the score up when he gets the chance, and I think Kent State is going to be the chance. I'm taking Florida State minus 45.5.
While we're on that game, I also am betting on that game.
Weird.
I am not betting Florida State minus 45.5.
You're betting the over.
I am not betting the over on the final score.
You're betting money line.
Kent
Yeah.
State money line.
Florida State minus.
I'm making all my money back.
I'm betting the over on total touchdowns for Florida State at 6.5.
Whoa. He went prop bet on us.
I mean, that might
Seems
as well
like
be
easy
45.5.
money. 6.5 touchdowns. That's 45 points. Sign me up. Florida State's going to score
What did you
at
get
least
on that?
7 touchdowns.
What did you get on the odds for that? By the way,
It was minus 140.
you should have just bet minus 45.5. Is minus 110.
Nope. Florida State over Pondwater's cock.
During the
I
show.
love it.
During the show.
I love it. All right. Pondwater, game 2, brother.
Game 2, where we're going to go with number 16 versus number 17. Utah's at home versus the Red Raiders of Texas Tech. Both teams are coming in undefeated. Utah is strong at home. Their running game is strong. Their defense is tight, and I think that makes them a winner. Give me Utah -3. And I think it's going to be a close contest.
Yeah, Texas Tech spent a boatload of money on their team this year.
It might
They
be
look
close.
good.
It might be close. Do you know what? Do you know what it's not? Pondwater's cock lock of the week.
No,
Now you can stand far away and get that.
no, Vanderbilt was my cocklock of the week.
I'm going to say
All right,
the Big Ten
TJ.
because I'm the Big Ten guy. Although technically this could be construed as the Pac-2. There's a rivalry game. Yeah, there's a rivalry game this week, fellas. Did you know that? Oregon State at Oregon. However, I think it's going to be a homecoming. Give me Oregon -34.5 in this game. They're gonna
Oregon State is terrible.
Yeah, they're gonna win by 1,000.
But I didn't want to take it because I know that's one of those rivalry games. It's always going to be something surprising.
I don't think it's gonna matter in this one.
They are bad though. Yes. All right, Dave.
Yeah, they're horrendous. All right, Timmy C, game 3.
Did you pick?
Yeah, I already gave my Florida State over.
All right. So
6.5
since I'm
touchdowns.
in Kentucky, I'm going all SEC the rest of the night.
Gross.
Arkansas is going to Memphis. SEC versus AAC? Is that Memphis
All-American
AAC?
Conference.
Or are they Big 12 now?
Who?
Memphis.
I don't think they moved.
All right.
Memphis is in the American.
Okay.
All-American
Either
Conference.
way, Arkansas is only a 7-point favorite. They're going to blow their doors off. Arkansas -7.
All right, there you have it. Pondwater, game 3.
Well,
4th and 6. Hold on, timeout. We're watching it live. Iowa 21, Rutgers 21. Over under was 40 what?
45.5.
So 45.5. Here's a field goal. We're now at 45 points with 2:43 to go.
I think
the
they'll
first
not
half.
score the rest of the game.
Oh, wait, there's a flag.
Hmm.
False start, moving it back to 42 points.
Automatic touchdown.
Well, they're not going to finish at 42, so it doesn't matter.
They changed this year. If you get a false start on a kick and you make it, it's now a touchdown.
I am
Right,
way
Pondwater,
behind
game
you,
3.
by the way.
all right, I'm going to go with unranked Nebraska versus number 21 Michigan. I don't know why Nebraska is not ranked at 3-0,
Because
but
They're
Because their
trash.
quarterback looks like
He's
a quarterback
fake-ass
that is also
Patrick Mahomes.
0-3.
I think Coach Rule's got them boys fired up. I almost would go with an upset this week.
Mm.
Almost, but I wouldn't want to put
No good. He hits the goalpost.
But I'm
Still at
not going to put
42.
money. I would not put money on that, but I am sure that it's going to be a low scoring affair. So I would take the under at 46.5 for this game.
There you go. TJ,
oddly
game
enough,
3.
my game 3 was Michigan at Nebraska. However, I don't think there's going to be an upset. Give me Michigan -1.
-1, huh? I also took Michigan at Nebraska. I got it at Michigan minus 2.5.
Yeah, I saw the 2.5 too.
I looked
Minus-
these up just before we went on the air. This is according to Fanatics. So
Oh well, minus one might have made me just, but but we're good. I still think 46.5 under, but
Timmy C, game 4.
Let's stay in the SEC, and I will go to what I think is the most entertaining game of the week. Oklahoma hosting Auburn. Auburn disappointed me last week. Oklahoma did not. Oklahoma is a 6.5-point favorite at home versus Auburn. I'm taking the Sooners. Minus 6.5. Lock it in.
I'll tell you what, Oklahoma looks pretty damn good this year.
Yeah, they are pretty good.
Yeah.
I still think it's Oregon's year. I think it's Oregon's to lose it right now.
You know why Oregon has a big O on their helmet? Because
How many national championships they have?
It ain't going to be Oregon this year.
I think.
All right. Pondwater, game 4.
my game 4 is going to also be number 11 Oklahoma at number 22. No, number 11 Oklahoma at home versus number 22 Auburn. This is my game of the week. I'm so excited for this. Full disclosure, my daughter graduated from Oklahoma, so I am a fan.
You know there are only two things that come from Oklahoma, right?
Watch your mouth, boy.
That was Texas.
She ain't got no horns. You've obviously never seen the end of that movie.
And it's actually Texas. I'm not going to – we'll all be looking for jobs Monday if we start that.
Yeah, just go ahead. Just keep – move on.
John Mateer, he's a threat at rushing and passing.
He is right now projected to be the number 1 quarterback pick.
Yeah, well, Auburn can stop the run, but not the pass. So I'm going to pick Oklahoma minus the 6.5, but I'm also going to take the over 46.5 on this game.
He double dipped.
Parlay that. That'll probably be about a
Boomer Sooner, baby.
Tell me that again. Tell me your picks again.
I'm taking Oklahoma minus 6.5 and the over at 46.5.
All right, you're in. Oh, I put 466. I don't think.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. TJ, game 4.
Notre Dame has not looked good here. I know they're not Big Ten. They are playing someone in the Big Ten. They have not looked good coming out of the gates this year. They are 0-2. But
yeah, not great.
Their schedule gets a whole lot easier from here. They start this week against Purdue. And if there's one thing Notre Dame likes to do is to stop Schneid against Purdue and just dog walk them. And I see that coming. Give me Notre Dame minus 24.5 at home against Purdue.
I don't like that bet.
I didn't ask.
I also bet on Purdue at Notre Dame. I took the opposite. Purdue plus 24.5.
I like that bet.
Why?
They're going to keep it close there with touchdown.
Purdue's better and Notre Dame ain't that great.
You guys should pay attention to Purdue more often. They're not that good.
Is that a Terry?
Well, they were terrible last year.
Yeah, and they're not that much better.
And while we're on the topic of Auburn and Oklahoma, took that game as well. I agree with Pondwater. I like Oklahoma minus 6.5. Auburn's overrated.
You don't agree with me at Oklahoma minus 6.5?
Oh, did you say that too?
You prefer him minus 6.5?
I agree with Timmy C and Pondwater.
Pondwater over Timmy C.
I was just
Timmy.
I was just looking at
Game
TJ's 5. Terry Labonte cornflake boxes.
Now you like that's double dipper, double set.
All right.
I had his Iron Man car for a long time.
I have a prediction here. Arch Manning not look so great so far this season.
He is like dog ass.
This is the breakout game. Texas hosting Sam Houston State. Minus 40.5.
I'm scared of that one.
This game has 58-0 written all over it.
I'm scared of it,
man. Gonna have like
I don't know
330 passing yards, 6 touchdowns. It's going to be ridiculous. This is the game where Arch Manning figures it out. Well, at least to the point where he can beat Sam Houston State.
If by figuring it out you mean playing Pac-Man on easy, then yeah, probably.
But sometimes those kids just need those confidence games.
Yeah, I'm for it.
Like leading out against Ohio State, that's not great for a first-time starting quarterback, even though he has 3 starts. But they were all also on easy mode against Sam Houston State. So what do you got for us, TJ, since you're the genius?
Who said that? By the way, Notre Dame all-time against Purdue is 58-26-2, and last year they beat Purdue in Purdue 66-7.
Purdue was all-time.
Notre Dame had a much better defense last year.
Bad last year.
Purdue might be all-time bad again.
Purdue had the 4 of us out there last year.
They might still.
At this age, not at
I was the starting cornerback for Purdue last year.
So
I don't know if you see this, but that ain't the color of cornerback.
That's not. Well, unless you're Cooper DeJean. So
I was their running back.
I'm Cooper DeCracker.
I kept falling down before I got to the line.
That makes sense. That's also how you tore your bicep. That's the real reason. So let's go to another Big Ten game. I think it's not going to be the best game of the weekend. I think it's going to be a sleepy, underrated, good game.
Going to make me sleepy, I'm sure.
Shut up. Illinois at IU.
I do like this game.
Both teams going in ranked.
You better pick this game right.
IU is at home. Give me Illinois plus 210 for the money line.
I like it.
I do think IU is. I think we talked about this before, Dave.
I would take the points. I wouldn't just be like, hey, they're at. I could see it coming down to a last-second field goal.
Well, I think
I would
IU's
take
good.
the points.
I think they're just as good as last year, but I don't think anyone was prepared for IU to be good last year.
So they just kind of sleptwalk.
Yeah, I don't think. I think they'll make the playoffs this year. I don't see them being 10-2, whatever they were.
Yeah, I had this one teed up just in case, and I thought that Indiana minus 6.5 was tempting, but my pick was going to be the over at 52.5 on that game.
I like that one too.
IU does have an offense. They don't have much of a defense to speak of.
Yeah. All right, it's the game of the week. SEC versus ACC. College game day is headed down to South Beach, where the Florida Gators will be taking on the Miami Hurricanes. I think this game looked a lot better on paper a couple weeks ago, but after 2 straight losses by the Gators to USF and then LSU and Miami rolling, I don't know. Pondwater Dave, lead us off. What do you got? Florida at Miami.
Number 4, Miami's offense is clicking with Carson Beck. Florida's inconsistent. Give me Miami minus 7.5. And I don't even think it's going to be close. I probably would have stayed in until 14 points.
It's up to 10.5 now.
I'm not scared of it, but 7.5 is what I had.
So
TJ,
I think the ACC and the SEC are both stupid. So I ignored this game and I went Stanford at Virginia. That's what I'm picking. No, I'm kidding. So I got Florida at Miami. Go ahead and give me the over on that one, 50.5.
All right.
Well, I agree with your over, but I think Miami's going to score it.
I don't care how they get there.
I took Miami 7.5. Just transitive property.
Nerd.
South Florida the week before beat Florida. And then Miami dog walked South Florida.
Yeah.
Transitive property tells me Miami is going to kick the shit out of Florida.
Yeah, that I kind of agree, but Miami. I mean, they're over. I mean, they do find a way to beat themselves. And this game could be a trap.
Oh, it's in Miami? Yeah, it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, it's in South Beach.
I'm just saying that
it's hard to piss away a 28-point lead with 2 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Miami looked like they were the national championship contenders before, and stubbed their toe many times. So, but I mean, I'm not trying to talk you out of it because I'm going with Miami myself.
I was going to say, you bet it. Why you?
But out of everything, all the games we talked about, I do feel like this could be a trap for Miami if they don't go out there and take care of business.
See, I don't. I feel like this.
You don't want to give Florida any kind of momentum at all.
I was shocked when I looked at it and saw 7.5. I'm like, they are at least 14-point favorites.
So I guess you could say this game would be Pondwater's cock block of the week.
I guess so.
Put a B.
Well, I also am taking Miami minus 7.5 at Florida. I got that bet in earlier this week. That game started at, what was it? What did I text you earlier this week, TJ?
No, it started.
Well, I have to let me look at the bet because I still have the bet on here. I actually made the bet because I'm a friend. Hold on,
hey, look at this. We're gonna make it to halftime. 42 points.
Now, just out of curiosity, how pissed would you would have been if I actually did Stanford and Virginia?
Oh, you would have gone back because this
what's
is
what's the spread on that? Because I kind of
so this is you had Miami minus 7 at minus 120.
Yeah.
So 7.5. That's about right. And you said it's 10.5 now.
Yeah.
That checks out. I might go back and double up on 10.5.
I mean, I don't see how Miami doesn't win this game by 14.
Yeah, at least.
LSU is highly overrated. Their offense is shit. Right now, if we were to take the top 12 teams in the country right now through 3 weeks, I'm putting Miami at number 1.
They've looked good.
They look good. If Carson Beck can stay healthy, Miami is scary. If Florida State gets through Virginia next week, that game in Tallahassee is going to be, I mean, you'll have both teams in the top. Florida State's ranked 7th now. Miami's ranked 5th, if I'm not mistaken.
4th.
I mean, I don't know how College Game Day doesn't go there in 2 weeks. There's a lot of speculation that College Game Day will not go to Tallahassee for Miami, Florida State. And the reasoning is Florida State has a real hard-on for ESPN and Kirk Herbstreit for the shit they pulled 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't want Florida State there shitting all over them for 3 hours at College Game Day.
I remember doing this show after that incident happened with Kirk.
And Dave was upset.
That little cuck Kirk Herbstreit blocked me on Twitter.
I can't imagine why he would do such a thing.
So, College Game Day should be at Florida State, Miami in a couple weeks, as long as both of them handle business until then. I would venture to guess they won't be because they will literally get booed out of the building. Every time Kirk Herbstreit talks, he will get shit on. So, but that's going to be, you're talking about 90s Miami, Florida State, the way we're looking here.
I don't know.
But,
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game.
That is Miami. Miami gets through Tallahassee. They're walking to the ACC championship. Miami will be in the college football playoffs.
All right. So I have a question.
No.
Like, this is the end of the show pretty much, right? I ain't got nothing to do tonight. We got some people sitting around. We weren't able to do our actual show this week, so you want to end this and start something else where we just, kind of shoot the shit and maybe some people ask us some questions?
Let's do it.
Yeah, why not?
2 shows, 1 cup.
Oh,
Before we leave, can we announce the new show coming that I've put together?
absolutely. Go ahead.
Well, instead of announcing, I'll just do this. That's right. Bash at the buttons. Wrestling video
It's
games.
bash
are
on the
coming.
buttons.
Wrestling video games coming to Mark Out Moments. I cannot wait. I have equipment coming to my house right now so I can stream Nintendo, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, Nintendo 64, whatever on the show. I'm excited. First game we're doing is WWF Super WrestleMania from 1992. Cannot wait.
I prefer WrestleFest.
I'm excited for it.
I am interested, and TJ, I am on the verge of buying a Super Nintendo and buying these games. Because I had a Super Nintendo all-in-one thing.
Yeah.
But it broke. So I have a 64. So there's 64 games I can play. But the power cord of the 64 broke. So I need to get a new one.
I talked
I
about
want
this.
like Super WrestleMania.
Right.
I've never played it.
I just ordered it the other day. It's on the way to my house.
Yeah.
But I talked about this with Efren for a little bit, and I have the first 11 games listed out, and like No Mercy's not on there, and WrestleMania 2000 is not on there, Revenge isn't on there, and he's like, "When are you going to do those?" I'm like, "We think I'm just going to shoot my load right out of the gate?" Like, hey, I did all the fun ones. You guys ready for Warzone? No one's going to care if I do that.
Well, you gotta also, we gotta make sure we hit up that pro wrestling with Starman on Nintendo.
Oh yeah, that was my favorite. I used to put a lot of quarters in that
number
machine.
I think that's episode number 6, Pro Wrestling on NES.
When I started
And WrestleMania on Nintendo with Bam Bam Bigelow, where you can do cartwheels the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I got that video game at the house, I was Starman every time.
Hey, you're muted, stupid. This guy.
This is not footballers material.
Yeah, let's end this and start another stream.
Exactly. We got time.
Okay.
All right. Hey, everyone that's here, follow us.
And thank y'all for joining us for Footballers. We're having a good time doing this. I wouldn't bet the mortgage on anything that we've said, but
Please don't. You heard our record last week.
yeah, I mean, we're this is entertainment purposes, and it got bowling shoe ugly last week.
We've had some really good weeks. We've had some really bad weeks. It is what it is. It's footballers. It's gambling. Do it wisely.
I'd like to take this